Welcome to the BOBCAST. We have my co-host, Candace the Wolf Slayer. And our guest today, Katie Jo.
Thank you for having me.
Heck
Welcome.
yeah. So, we saw you at Rachel Brook the other day. You were hanging out at that show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at the Springwater.
Yes.
I had never been there before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was getting the whole history of the venue. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was there anything interesting?
Well, just someone was explaining how they had expanded the bar, showing me the original structure that's in the front, and then they had added onto the back.
Oh, okay.
Giving me a litany of all the people that had played there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That place is a shithole, man. In the best way.
I mean, the stage was very sparkly, which I appreciated.
in the
I love
best
the
way.
decorations.
I love it. And,
Yeah.
and the sound is good. We've already talked about that, especially with I've seen a lot of heavy bands there, and the sound's good.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So where all have you played here?
So I've only lived here for 6 months, but I've come to visit before I moved here a few times. So I played at D's, the 5 Spot. Sometimes I go to Santa's Pub a lot and just hang out there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
On Sundays
Yeah.
they have the music there. That's
Do they have live music there on Sundays?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Santa's Ice Cold Pickers. It's a house band that they have, and they'll have people come up
didn't know
and
that.
sing, and yeah, it's really a good time.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's a fun place too. Yeah.
So was it music that brought you here?
Yes. I'm from Kansas, and I lived in Los Angeles for a long time playing country music out there, but really just wanted to be in the epicenter of country music and learn how to be a better songwriter and performer, and knew some friends in town already, musicians, so it kind of was attractive to me. Post-COVID, I was living with my parents for a year, and I was like, it's time to go somewhere new and try it out.
So you packed up everything and moved to Nashville.
I did, yes.
All right.
Many, many people before me.
And you came here for the hustle.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Hell yeah. How's it been? Have you been doing songwrites and stuff with people, or?
Yeah, just getting into the co-writing thing right now, and which is not something I had done before. I was just written by myself for myself. But it's just awesome to be surrounded by people that want to craft the art of the song all the time, everywhere throughout the city, every day. It's just very inspiring. So, yeah, kind of just getting a lay of the land currently and figuring out what I want to do. It feels like there's so much opportunity here it's really exciting.
So when you do the co-writes, it's have you been going to meet people you don't know, or has it just been friends?
It's mostly been friends, but the other day I was at the Legion, and I was they have the Honky Tonk Tuesdays, and I was two-stepping with someone. We were just chatting about music while we were dancing. And by the end of the dance, we're like, okay, let's do a co-write together. People seem so open to it, which is new to me, I guess.
I've been flexing that songwriting thing, muscle, working it out by writing rap, pop, anything,
Yeah, I think if you're writing things that are adjacent to what you would normally write, or not even totally outside the box, it really, I don't know, opens up your creativity.
Yeah, and it's cool to write with a purpose like that. So I've learned that I can my last record that I'm recording right now, or the new one that I'm doing right now. I just wrote all the titles. So I wrote, I knew it was going to be called 13 More Trucking Songs. Mm-hmm. So I just wrote all of the titles. I wrote Truckin' for Jesus, Psycho Trucker, Keep on Truckin'. And I just wrote all these song titles, and then I just started writing the song to those
that's
titles.
A pretty cool process.
Right?
Yeah.
So that was cool. But I was able to do that because of now it's okay, yeah, it's because, I've been working that muscle out. So, and I cranked it out in a week or something. Just sat here on the couch.
Oh, wow.
I wrote the whole album in a week.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And so, and now I'm recording it. So it sounded killer. But yeah, it's just songwriting, man. It's cool.
Is
I
it
love it.
going to be in the style of like just classic old school trucking songs?
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah. Country.
Yeah. Like Red Simpson kind of stuff.
Yes.
Nice.
I wrote a song with Red Simpson.
You did?
The last song that he ever released was written with me.
That is amazing.
And we sang it together.
Wait, what is it called?
It's called Don't Get on the Dope Train. Yeah.
What was it like writing with Red Simpson?
Oh, it was great. I mean, he's a funny guy, and he was listening to my CDs. He was like, yo, oh, Bob, I'm listening to your CDs and you sing a lot about, drugs and the devil and all this. He's like, I think you need a song called, I got an idea. Don't Get on the Dope Train. And he also liked I could do the, whoa, whoa. I'm sure I just peaked everything. But he was like, the train, you do the train whistle, so it was like, he knew I could do that train whistle. So he's like, don't get on the dope train. You do the whistle. We'll make it. It was cool. It was amazing. Yeah. Because he was one of my heroes.
Yeah.
Or he is. And the fact that I got to meet him and hang out with him and take him to his first Cracker Barrel, He
had never been to a Cracker Barrel?
He had never been to a Cracker Barrel.
Wow. That's kind of an amazing feat.
He lived in Bakersfield.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's wild. How did that connection come about?
I think it's because I already was writing a lot. I wrote a lot of like truck. Like there was this methed out trucker named Mac song I wrote, and we took a riff, a lick from one of his songs as like a tip of the hat. There's like a small lick in there that's in one of his songs, and I was in Bakersfield playing a show, and someone in the crowd was like, "Yo, Red Simpson wants to talk to you on the phone."
What?
Yeah, and I was like, "Shut the fuck up!" And I picked up the phone, and his voice.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, there he goes." He's like, "Hey, Bob, how you?" I was like, "Holy shit, it is Red Simpson!" I didn't even know he was a real person or alive.
Right.
I didn't know he was. I thought he was like from the 60s. Like I just, you listen to people from the 60s, you don't think like, I just didn't picture. I didn't know if he was alive or dead. I didn't know much about him. I just loved his music, and here he was on the phone, wanting to meet me for breakfast and coffee and in the morning.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, when I rolled up, he had that song playing with that lick in it.
No way.
And he was like, the CD was playing. He wanted me to know that he knew. But he loved it.
He was flattered.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
Yeah. So that's my Red Simpson story.
That's a pretty good story.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
We actually started writing. He was going to come up. We were going to record an album for him. And I had pitched it to him. I was like, I already wrote a song. So Red Simpson was going to have an album that was going to be called Still Truckin'.
Nice.
And I already wrote one of the songs. I played it for him. He loved it. We were going to record the new Red Simpson record, and then he passed away. But I'm still trucking.
You're still trucking. Yeah, you're carrying on the legacy.
Yeah, with 13 more trucking songs.
Do you have a song on there called "Still Trucking"?
I wrote a song called "Still Trucking" that was released after he died.
Got it.
Yeah, that I wrote for him. So, yeah, but enough about me.
I'm
Katie.
really glad you shared that story because I love Red Simpson and also
you do?
Yeah, I do.
Oh man,
I do.
Yeah, you can't not.
Yeah, I feel like so many of those like old trucker songs were like the subject matter is like really not like appropriate for modern day, but I just like love them. It's not good to be like, I don't know. Sometimes listening, I was like, yeah, it's like really great beat. And like, I really feel that, this guy's struggle or whatnot. And, like, I've never been a trucker, not like I can relate whatsoever. You go on like a 5-hour road trip, you're like, yeah, I should be like popping pills and I don't know, doing methamphetamine and going 90, 100 miles down the freeway. You're like, I'm driving a Toyota RAV4. That's like completely unnecessary.
That's what I thought too, but Red Simpson wasn't a truck driver. I asked him about that. He goes, I heard Nashville was buying trucking songs.
Yeah, they did have a moment.
He said, I go, really? He's like, I just heard Nashville was buying trucking songs, so I started writing them.
And here we are talking about how do we get mailbox money. It's like
Exactly.
it's the
That's
same
the
thing.
same
What are they
thing.
buying right now?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But that opened my mind, and that came from one of my heroes,
Right.
you know. And he was like,
Yeah.
"Nashville's buying trucking songs.
That's
Looks
my
like we're
image."
writing trucking songs.
Right.
What do you need?"
Right.
Because he could write songs, you know. So you know, yeah, that's pretty cool, though. We both love Red Simpson.
We do love Red Simpson.
So you, what's your? Do you have any new songs you wrote recently?
Yeah, it's actually funny. One of the other reasons I kind of moved here is like start working on my next record, and I do have a trucking song on there.
You do?
Yeah, it's not. I wrote it quite a while ago, but it's called "All My Money's on the Highway," and it was inspired by actually. There's a Del McCoury song. It's a bluegrass song. It's called Asheville Turnaround, and it's a song about like this man that drives from Nashville to Asheville, North Carolina, every weekend to see his girlfriend. And the song is just like about all the car trouble he has, but he's like, oh, it's worth it because we're in love or whatnot. He's talking about how his brakes are going out, and he can't afford to fix everything, and that gas is expensive. And so I always really loved that song. But then when I lived in Los Angeles, I was in like you probably know, like in LA, like if someone doesn't live within like 2 miles of you will see them once a year, like just because of the traffic and like the parking. And I was dating someone that lived, he maybe lived like 15 miles from me, just lived in Orange County. And I would drive down there every weekend to like see him. And like, I just got so sick of being on the freeway. And I was always listening to that song. I was like, man, I don't relate to this song at all. Like, I don't want to be making this drive whatsoever. And gas is expensive. And like the traffic out here is horrible. So I wrote my own version of that song, sort of inspired by this Del McCoury song. But I wanted to turn it into like a country trucking song. It's called All My Money's on the Highway.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah. Nice.
So yeah.
Would you want to play it?
Yeah, we should do one for Red.
Let's do one for Red Simpson. And this is your new one.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. It hasn't been
Thank
recorded
you.
yet.
So you don't care if we show the world?
Oh no, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We play it live
So
at
you
shows and stuff.
You heard it.
Heard
You
it.
heard it third here.
Yeah.
It's consent.
You're hearing it through Red Simpson's memory
Right now. Here
right
we go.
now. Yes.
All right.
Okay. I left work 4:45, past my boss and my higher source, just to wait my turn and turn lane. Yeah, I know what I said I'd do. I drive these miles to get to you. The only day I'm on is with my road rage. Every single 2-week check's gone straight into the tank. Running on E with the engine light, and I can't afford to break. Baby, give me one reason to stay. All my money's on the highway. I'm sitting here grinding my teeth when I'd rather be between the sheets, driving just as tight as the tire tread. Said nothing come between our love, but gasoline 4 and above, saving my sweet nothings for a hybrid. Every single 2-week check's gone straight into the tank. Running on E with the engine light, and I can't afford to break. Baby, give me one reason to stay. All my money's on the highway. Every single 2-week check's gone straight into the tank. Running on E with the engine light, and I can't afford to break. Baby, give me one reason to stay. All my money's on the highway. All my money's on the highway. All my money's on the highway. That's for you, Red.
I think Red Simpson approves.
Up in trucker heaven.
He's up in trucker heaven
Trucker-
right now
yeah.
going, hell yeah.
What do you think is in trucker heaven?
Oh my God. Definitely
Mailbox money for
no
sure.
diesel trucks.
No diesel trucks.
That should be a song. There ain't no diesel trucks in
Ain't
heaven.
heaven. There we go. We got to write it.
I actually already wrote it.
That's because it's a great idea.
Let's see. Well, you know, there's all the obvious ones. There's pinball machines for sure.
Yes. Hot showers.
Yep. What do you think? I mean, black coffee. I mean,
Maybe it's Starbucks. Like maybe
Lot
truckers
lizards.
like want. Yeah.
dude, the lot
Some
lizards
pretty
in
ladies.
heaven. The lot lizards in heaven. Let me tell you.
Is that a song?
Should be.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
We'll bring it back to inappropriate trucking
right.
music.
See? It's my toxic trait. I'm just like, why?
The lot
Why?
lizards
Yeah.
in heaven.
Yeah, lot lizards in heaven. Yeah, they're there for sure. The lot lizard angels.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
What else?
I like it.
No traffic.
Oh, there's no traffic.
There's no traffic. No way.
I'd like to think that the highways were paved in gold.
They are.
You know.
Yeah.
And at in trucker heaven, well, the pearly gates. When you pull in, there's a big weigh. It's like a weigh station.
Yeah.
And they weigh how heavy your load has been in life.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
There
Yeah.
we go. See, maybe we are writing a
We
song
are.
on the
We
podcast. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Yeah.
That is a cool concept.
Right?
That'd be a good.
What
that'd
is?
be a good
Yeah,
song.
trucker heaven.
Yeah.
There you go.
Right.
It's
What
just
kind of load are you bringing in?
trucker
Yeah.
heaven.
Trucker heaven.
How heavy was the load when you pull into the pearly gates? They weigh your load. They're like, "Ooh, he's been hauling some sin."
That man has struggled.
Little bit of
Man or
sin
lady.
been hauled.
Yeah.
So the heavier the load, the quicker you get in.
Ooh, there you go. That's a good line.
Oh, I
That's a
don't
great
know. I
line.
was just asking if that's how it worked.
Well, yeah.
I think we're crafting trucker heaven now. I think it can work however we want it to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Maybe we should bust out maybe we should go again.
Yeah.
Are we writing a
Right,
song
we
now?
are. Yeah.
Trucker heaven?
Right.
I mean,
Right. What goes on the scales of justice in trucker heaven?
Ooh.
Oh.
I like and I like the lot lizard, the angel lot
Yeah.
lizards. The
Lizard
t-shirt.
angels.
I just want that t-shirt.
Yeah. Lot lizard angel. Yeah.
Lot lizard angel.
Right. I think you could also make that progressive. Like
That is.
You know? Yeah.
I'm pro sex workers.
Yes.
Right.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So there you go.
Yep.
Lot lizards, angels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Good times. And I can edit. I'm going to edit this, so if there's any, if this is too bad.
No, this is becoming a song. There's already a merch line associated with it.
We've already got a merch line. That's true. I want that shirt.
I
What
do
was the
too.
line again?
Lot
Lot
lizard angel.
Lot lizard angel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. And she's
Just
like,
like
we're
a giant truck, Yeah.
her?
No, just like
Oh.
a giant truck. She's a giant truck. It's implied.
Okay. So lot lizard, I can
angel,
see
yeah.
I can see the shirt, lot lizard angel, but I'm seeing like she's like missing some teeth.
Yeah.
But she's just
Yeah.
she's still got it.
She needs
Daisy
redemption.
Dukes
That's
and
why
wings.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
Everyone loves a good redemption story.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'm not doing very good of with this Lot Lizard Angel song. Yeah, I'm gonna be needing to do some redeeming after this podcast.
That's why you got to go see the Lot Lizard Angel. You know?
Yeah. Ooh, maybe she's like a psychic too.
Yeah. Like when you're down on hard times, you just, need someone to guide you. Just go
Oh,
see
yeah,
the
there
Lot-
you go.
The Lot Lizard Angel.
She guides
This
you.
could be a good song, actually.
It could.
It really could.
Yeah. And I mean, even if I just want a T-shirt that says that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. We
Yeah.
could, I could see that in Loves.
Yeah. Now you're gonna have to have 14 more trucker songs.
Yeah. Or no, it'll be okay. So I have 13 trucking songs.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote that.
Yeah.
And then this one is 10 years later and it's 13 more trucking songs. So what we'll do is in like 5 more years, it'll be 13 more trucking songs again.
Revisited. Or you should just have a whole album
again.
that's just Trucker Heaven and about everything you find in Trucker Heaven. Well, Lizard Angel, you got the Scales of Justice.
Ooh, the Scales of Justice.
Yeah. Is that what you get when you go to heaven? It's like Judgment Day, sort of, right?
St. Peter, right?
Yeah.
At the gate.
Yeah.
So it could be like
St. Peter, the toll man.
Yeah.
I think it's more like a highway patrolman up there going, you were speeding your whole life.
Yeah.
They just have a bunch of
You
tickets.
die, you die, and you go up to heaven, and the clouds clear, and it's just a highway patrolman going with his ticket book.
Just writing tickets.
Right.
Okay.
That's funny. Buttercup's just running around like a maniac.
Yeah, she keeps jumping up in my lap.
She's looking at me just dead, just like, what are you doing?
When I first moved to Nashville, within the first week, I got into a car accident and totaled my car. I feel like, I don't know, like maybe this is just my experience. I feel like Nashville has this weird like trial baptism by fire sort of thing.
The first week I lived here, I got rear-ended, hit
Really?
and run.
Wait, what? It wasn't 6 months ago, was it? Because I rear-ended someone.
Oh my God. It was you.
You took off.
No. I stuck around because I want to go to Trucker
okay,
Heaven.
no,
I want to go to Trucker Heaven.
I was like, this was my hit and run.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah. The first week I was here.
Oh my gosh.
So that's crazy. That happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a rite of passage for Nashville. Yeah. And I was like, okay, my car fits in a little better now too. The bumper's all fucked up. I'm like, okay, there we go. Yeah, crazy. But they totaled yours?
Yeah, it was a terrible situation. There wasn't a whole lot of damage to the car, but like enough that they needed to fix the front bumper. But once it was just like a bad mix of circumstances because I live out in like near Whites Creek, out in the country.
Okay.
And I had just moved out of my parents' house, so I didn't have for whatever reason, I didn't have car rental coverage. So I move here and my car's in the shop for a month before they tell me it's totaled, and I have no way to get around into town.
Shit.
And then they're like, yeah, it's totaled. So they just cut me a check and I had to figure out how to buy a new car. Not great.
It's like Mad Max around here.
It is great. Yeah, I don't
and everyone's bumpers are hanging off, and
Yes.
the doors are bungee corded shut.
I don't know.
Why is
I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about. All right. No idea what you guys are talking about. She pulls up. She's like, I just got in a hit and run. I got to take it to the... I got it. I'm just pounding it out. Just out there with a hammer. Her bumper's just screwed on right now. I got it.
And then I got rear-ended again a couple weeks ago, but the guy stuck around this time.
Oh, man. I'm sorry. That's awful.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, this is going to happen around here. Just
Yeah.
getting used to getting rear-ended. Welcome to Nashville.
Nashville is a contact sport.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're musicians. Everything's DIY, including.
Well, there's all those
vehicles.
there's the highway circle around the city, right? So there's all these on ramps and off ramps that are kind of crazy. You got to get on quick and you got to get off
You
quick.
gotta get over 4 lanes of traffic constantly. Yeah.
I don't understand it. I don't know how to get around. I'm scared to drive.
You can get places quick, but you gotta have I don't know. You gotta be tough though.
Her daughter's is learning to drive now, so
Really?
Yeah,
it's kind of scary to teach her here.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is she in driver's ed or just
No, we're
here's
just
the road.
teaching her. Yeah.
are you gonna play Red Simpson while she drives around?
Hell yeah.
I know. Yeah. I know.
Yeah. that would be very scary.
Yeah, to learn. But if you and I've driven in a lot of cities just being on tour, you know, and I would say that this is an advanced level, you know.
Yeah.
Paris is a pretty advanced level. Like I've been in Paris sometimes where cars are just like backwards, forwards, sideways. I'm like, what are we even? How do you get out of this?
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
You saw that?
Oh, that was crazy. Yeah.
I've been stuck there where I'm just like, what is even happening? And where do we go?
Everyone's going in different directions, like in an intersection. It's crazy. Yeah.
It's just kind of like a free for all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So what are the rules here? I don't know.
But I'd say Nashville is an advanced kind of dangerous level. 'Cause also everyone's in a rush. You notice they're just really like in a rush.
Right.
Yeah.
Going everywhere. Unless you're like trying to buy something in a grocery store, then it's really slow.
They have to tell their life story.
Then it's a life conversation. But when they get in the car, it's you ask them a question.
They spend so much time talking, they're behind.
They got to make up for time.
Yeah.
I have a few friends like that in this town. It's like you get in a car with them and you're like, I'm like holding on, but everything's a rush, but you're trying to leave their house and you ask one question and they go on a 30-minute story about how the grocery store down the street. Now, let me tell you about, and then it's like all of a sudden we're not in a rush anymore. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
You loving Nashville?
Yeah, I like it a lot. I don't know. Just the energy of being in a relatively small town, but like full of people trying to do the same thing, and people that are working hard and creative is really cool.
Crafting songs. We got to write a song together. We should do it.
Let's do it.
A trucking song. I mean, actually, we already started.
We did.
We're gonna have to. We're gonna write that down. Hey guys, the next time that we do, let's make a on air. Okay. The next time Katie Jo is on the podcast, all right, we're playing one of our trucker songs we wrote.
All right.
Yeah.
We're doing it. So we can't do another podcast until
we write the song.
Until we write that song.
All right.
All right, cool.
I'm down.
And we already have this video taped and recorded,
right.
so all those lines.
I signed the release form. I think that was on there.
That was on there.
That
so
was on there. Yeah.
I actually
must write a trucker song.
Actually own that now.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Happy.
All right, let's hear the tune.
This is Pawn Shop Queen. dental scratch, I kept it on perfectly intact. Here I am.